Imagine how many melanated children were discouraged by counselor who couldn't see past pigment and never went to college because the educator said they couldn't. They deliberately tried to stifle our growth. To their surprise, we still grow. So when they say you can't, repeat after me. I can, I will, and I have.
Back to Everything College. I'm your host, Christina Parker, supporting your college navigation while minimizing debt. And if you haven't did so already, hit that subscribe button. All right, so I'm just going to be shooting out just different answers to different questions surrounding around the Higher Education Emergency Relief Funding, HEERF. All right, so I have a video up there showing you all how to see if your universities received 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to Everything College. I'm your host, Christina Parker, supporting your college navigation while minimizing debt. And if you haven't did so already, please hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and share so other people have access to this information. So I'm just going to be answering a whole bunch of questions surrounding around the Higher Education Emergency Relief Funding, HEERF, aka the college stimulus for all of us students that are out there. Whether you are in a community college, a vocational school, a for-profit, a nonprofit, or other forms of universities, you could potentially qualify for this money if your university has received the third round of HEERF. If you're interested to see if your university specifically has received that third round, then make sure you're subscribed to this YouTube channel, because if it's not already out, it should be out sometime this week. To show you how to find that. So I'm going to be answering some quick questions. I am trying to create shorter videos for you all out there. So please give this a huge like for that. So most students should be receiving the HEERF funding in fall of 2021. So in the upcoming week, students should be receiving HEERF funding. Still, some universities have not put out information around if they're going to be giving money for fall of 2021, because some universities did give money in June, the end of June, from that HEERF 3 funding. So if you did receive money and you was not enrolled or was enrolled in summer school or spring semester, then you may have received the third round, and your university may opt out of giving you that money in fall of 2021. Another question. Is it going to be application-based, or is they going to do self-selection? So it really is up to the universities, okay? I go to University of Michigan. They decided to do an application, all right? I've seen some other universities also opt into doing an application. But then I've seen other universities just do self-selection. So I highly encourage you to reach out to your university and or explore their website to see exactly if they're going to be doing an application or if they're going to be doing self-selection. Also, check your emails, students. Check your emails. I want you to put in emergency funding, HEERF, just play around with words, grants, to see if there's anything that your university sent you specifically about you receiving another round, or just updates and information around the process of receiving your HEERF funding. I received some questions on my YouTube, so I'm gonna go ahead and answer some of those. Jesse Sanchez said, I applied once for the CARES Act for students. It was in my community college website under scholarships and grants. Now I missed the HEERF 2 because I did not have my FAFSA on file. My mistake, I missed this to roll out. Yes, so unfortunately, some students did miss the second round, but good thing is that there is a third round if your university was able to receive that. And so hopefully you do have your financial aid on file. Some people who do not have financial aid on file are still going to be able to receive this money. Please go check out my other HEERF videos to learn more about that. And also if your income has changed, right? Let's say that if your mom or your dad or whoever takes care of you is no longer working, or you are dependent and or independent and you're no longer working, then you can do a change of status to your university, and you may then qualify for HEERF funding if you didn't previously qualify because you made too much money. Ms. Britt, I want to go to SUNY, which is State College of And why? I want to get my stimulus grant for college. I heard there's money to help students pay for college. What is the first step I take? I'm actually going to be making a video on this for all you students out there who are interested on how can you maximize schools receiving this HEERF funding. Make sure you subscribe for that video, but definitely that's coming soon. I know students can apply for these grants if the institution's job to apply and deposit them into students' accounts. Correct me if I'm wrong. So it really just depends on the universities. And so we seen with first round, students had to do an application. We seen with the second round, many universities did self-selection. And now we see with the third round, we have a mixture of both, depending on what university that you're going to. It is not the university's responsibility to necessarily self-select, but it is their university to distribute that money and to find ways to select students to receive that money. Great videos. Great. Thank you for that. Where do you apply? And also when? So students, right, we know that fall semester is coming up soon, so make sure you're checking your emails, as I said previously. But it really just depends on your universities. For instance, you know, the University of Michigan, you need to apply sometime between now and in the upcoming weeks in order to be considered for that funding. If you're at places like California State University, San Bernardino, you may be self-selected and just receive that money. So it really just depends on your university. So make sure you're doing your due diligence. If you ask me specifically about your university, I will do my best to make sure I get you that information. If I'm going to school in fall semester, could I still qualify for benefits? I'm wondering if it's too late. So yes, so if you are enrolled in fall of 2021, you can be eligible to receive this funding. If you are someone who graduated in spring of 2021 or summer of 2021, and you are no longer enrolled at an accredited university in fall of 2021, and your university has opted into distributing HEERF 3 funds, you would not qualify, right? So if you're not enrolled in fall 2021, if you already graduated, you do not qualify for this funding. But if you are enrolled and you meet the qualification eligibility, then you would qualify for this funding. These are great videos. Keep it up. Thank you very much. I truly appreciate that, Naomi. Our students who graduated in May 2021 eligible. Most universities included them, but my university, which is very, very popular, isn't including us for some reason. It's also included in HEERF guidelines that we are eligible. So if you graduated in May of 2021, which was a spring semester, you should have gotten a second round, but you may have not necessarily qualified for the third round, depending on when your university decided to release that funding. So if they decide to release that funding for eligible students in fall of 2021, then you will be ineligible. But for the second round, you should have received that because you should have been eligible because you graduated in spring of this year. So please tell me more specifically about your university. Hopefully you received 2 rounds at least. If not, then I really don't know what to tell you much about that. Let me know your university and I'll try to look into it. You speak very well in your videos. Thank you, D. Walker. Great video. Keep up the great work. Thank you so much. Just got an email 2 hours ago. Since I was enrolled in spring, I was eligible, sent me out almost $2,000 today. I'm glad you were able to get your money. So that's pretty much all of the questions that I've received. Please let me know below if there's additional questions that you students have. But the gist of this all is to check your emails. If you have specific questions related to your university, I highly, highly encourage you to explore the website and or directly reach out to financial aid to ask about those specific questions. If you would like to know if your university has updated their website on how much money students shall receive or not receive, make sure you comment under this video. I have a video coming from my TikTok that I've seen of people asking me about specific universities, and I will also do one for my YouTube as well. So if you're interested specifically in your university, make sure to comment that below, and I will create a video telling as many students as I possibly can how much money they're going to be receiving from your university, if they already received that money, and when should they be expecting to receive that money. So if you haven't this already, please go ahead, hit this like button, hit the subscribe button, turn on your notifications. And until next time, stay studious.